Ever wondered what advice a cat would give you about your job? Imagine being caught in the age-old dilemma of choosing between a high-paying job with long hours or a lesser-paying one with more free time. Crazy as it may seem, our feline friends might just have some interesting insights to offer. So whether you're chasing the big bucks or looking for a work-life balance, why not consider the cat's perspective? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into a world where feline wisdom reigns supreme. So you've been offered a job with a fat paycheck but more working hours. What would a cat do? Imagine for a moment that your cat, yes, the one that loves snoozing in the sun, is given a choice. On the one hand, there's the option of a life filled with luxury. Picture this: a never-ending supply of the fanciest gourmet tuna, a tower of scratch posts reaching to the ceiling, and a myriad of twirly, jingling toys. But there's a catch. This life comes with a cost. Less time to lounge in the sunbeam, fewer hours to chase shadows, and a reduction in those all-important midday naps. On the other hand, there's a simpler life. One where the meals might be a tad more humble, the toys a bit less shiny, and the scratch posts not quite reaching the ceiling. But the trade-off? An abundance of free time. Hours upon hours to bask in the sunbeam, chase after imaginary mice, and take as many naps as a cat could possibly want. Now put yourself in your cat's paws. Which would they choose? The luxurious life with a side of constant hustle, or the more modest one with the freedom to do as they please? I think we all know the answer. Your feline friend would, without a doubt, opt for the latter. Why? Because cats inherently understand a truth that we humans sometimes forget. Freedom and time are priceless commodities that no amount of gourmet tuna or shiny toys can buy. Our feline friends have a knack for taking it easy, for savoring the moment, for finding joy in the simple things. They're not swayed by the allure of materialistic gains if it means sacrificing their independence or their leisure. And perhaps we can learn a thing or two from them. So the next time you find yourself facing a similar choice, remember to ask yourself, what would my cat do? Remember, cats have 9 lives, but they still prefer to spend them lounging around, not overworking. What about a job that pays less but gives you more time to play with the yarn? Sounds like a cat's dream, right? Well, let's dive into this fanciful feline fable and see what our whiskered friends can teach us about work-life balance. Imagine a cat named Whiskers. Whiskers is offered 2 lives. The first is a life filled with the finest tuna, plush velvet beds, and diamond-studded collars. But there's a catch. In this life, Whiskers' human works long hours, leaving Whiskers with little time for play or lounging in sunbeams. The second life offers Whiskers a simpler existence. His meals consist of standard cat food, his bed is a comfy old blanket, and his collar, while lacking in diamonds, is perfectly functional. However, in this life, Whiskers' human works less, leaving ample time for belly rubs, games of chase the laser, and leisurely afternoons spent curled up together. Now, as humans, we might be tempted by the allure of luxury. But Whiskers chooses the second life. To him, the extra playtime and companionship far outweigh the material benefits of the first option. He doesn't need diamond collars or gourmet meals. He values the simple joys of life: a warm lap, a fun game, a sunny spot to nap in. This tale of Whiskers may seem simple, but it carries a profound message. In our pursuit of success, we often equate happiness with wealth and luxury. But sometimes happiness is found not in the extravagant, but in the simple. It's found in the time spent with loved ones, in the moments of relaxation after a day's work, in the satisfaction of a job well done rather than a paycheck well earned. So next time you're faced with a career choice, remember the wisdom of Whiskers. Consider not just the salary, but the life that job will allow you to lead. Will it give you time for the things and people you love? Will it bring you joy or just stress? Remember, a cat would always choose extra playtime over an extra diamond collar. So, what does our feline friend teach us about making job choices? Well, it's quite illuminating, isn't it? Cats, with their aloof demeanor and penchant for the comfortable life, remind us that there's much more to life than just chasing the proverbial mouse, or in our case, the paycheck. Our feline companions, in their infinite wisdom, seem to value freedom, relaxation, and happiness over materialistic gains. They don't toil away at the rat race, they don't stress over promotions, and they certainly don't lose sleep over office politics. Instead, they bask in the sun, chase the odd butterfly, and find joy in the simplest of things. So, when it comes to making job decisions, perhaps we should all try to think a little more like our whiskered friends. It's not about choosing the job that pays the most money or demands the most hours. It's about finding a balance, understanding our own needs, and prioritizing our well-being. Remember, a cat doesn't work more to get more food. It knows when it's enough and when it's time to stretch out on a warm, sunny windowsill and simply enjoy life. And isn't that what we're all striving for? Time to enjoy life, time to relax, time to be with our loved ones, time to chase our own butterflies. Of course, we're not suggesting that you give up your job and spend your days napping and playing with yarn balls, but we are suggesting that you take a leaf out of the cat's book when it comes to work-life balance. Don't be swayed by the allure of a bigger paycheck if it comes at the cost of your happiness. Don't be drawn into a job that demands all your time, leaving you drained and unable to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Instead, choose the job that gives you satisfaction, that leaves you time to live and enjoy life, just like our feline friends do. So the next time you're faced with a job decision, ask yourself, what would my cat do? Would they choose the job with more hours and more stress? Or would they opt for the one that allows them to bask in the sun and enjoy their catnip in peace? In the end, it's not about how much catnip you can buy, it's about how much time you have to enjoy it. That's the feline way.